A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, come to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Florine Rajendran. Before going to the stories in detail, here's a look at the headlines. 5 injured following heated argument at the Vattala Pradesh Sabha. Discussions over the reduction in prices of bakery products. Bread price reduced by 6 rupees. 2 dead, 54 injured in gas truck explosion in Mexico. In those stories in detail now, tensions flared at the sitting of the Vattala Pradesh Sabha this morning. A group of members had acted in an unruly fashion, demanding that the chairman of the local council leave the chair. The Vattala Pradesh Sabha convened under the chairman today. It was reported that a group of outsiders were among those who attempted to force the chairman from his seat. It was also reported that the chairman had later left the premises escorted by the police. The sitting was then held under the deputy chairman of the council. Meanwhile, the Colombo Municipal Council says that there is possibility of the spread of dengue due to the rainy weather conditions prevailing in the island. Speaking to Newsfirst, Chief Medical Officer of the CMC, Ruan Vijay stated that 225 cases of dengue have been reported during the past month.
Despite the dry weather that prevailed during the past few weeks within the Colombo city, we had some dengue cases reporting continuously, and especially from North Colombo and Central Colombo area, and especially from Matakulia, Modara, Lunupokuna, and also Chintupitia, Grand Pass, Maligavatta. So those were the places where we got a large number of cases. And with the rain that we experienced within the city yesterday, we expect more numbers to come up. So I think our entomological surveys have shown that breeding is taking place in roof gutters and also discarded containers and also in drains. So I humbly request all the people just to go right around their houses and find out whether there are any breeding places and whether breeding is taking place. So we already have one death reported from Crow Island, Matakulia. So this is a very serious situation where we all have to work together and try to control this situation.
Meanwhile, 4 motor accidents were reported from several parts of the island over the past 24 hours. 2 people were killed while 38 have been injured.
2 young men were killed in an accident involving a motorcycle in the Munagam area in Talagahawila, Horana. The motorcycle had collided with a lorry at about 11:30 last night. The police say that the motorcyclist had been unable to control the speed of the vehicle and had crashed into the back of the lorry. The 2 young men riding the motorcycle were critically injured and passed away shortly after arriving at the Horana hospital. The deceased have been identified as 19-year-old Dulshan Walpita, a student from Royal College Horana residing at Kanangvilla, and 20-year-old Piumal Madhushankar, a resident of the Kudaduwa in Horana. The driver of the lorry has been arrested in connection with the incident. A reporter says that the bodies of the deceased are lying at the Horana base hospital. 3 people were killed in a collision between a 3-wheeler and a private bus in Jayantipura, Polonnaruwa at about 10:30 last night. The injured have been admitted to the Polonnaruwa General Hospital. 4 people were injured in a head-on collision between a private bus and a tipper in the Gokaralla area in Kurunagala, Dambulla. The accident occurred at about 6 this morning. The injured was admitted to the Gokaralla Divisional Hospital before being transferred to the Kurunagala Hospital. The drivers of the 2 vehicles are in critical condition.
31 people were injured in a head-on collision involving 2 buses in Kadanpula, Pitigala. 17 women and 13 men were injured in the accident. They have been admitted to the Alpitia hospital. In other local news, 2 persons were killed in a fire that erupted in a shanty house in the Valathapiti area in Samanture, Ampara. The police noted that a person who was sleeping inside the house at the time of the fire and his 3-year-old son were killed in the fire. A 7-year-old girl, the daughter of the deceased individual, also suffered serious injuries. The police added that the fire had erupted around 11:30 p.m. yesterday and the cause has not yet been ascertained. What do the public have to say about the interim budget presented in Parliament yesterday? Let's take a look.
ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් වැඩිනවා කියන්නේ කවදාවත් හිතන්න බෑ එහෙම. මේ රජයේ ගත හොඳ තීරණයක් ඒක. පොඩ් වේකන්සි ගැන ඇත්තට සැලකීමක් කළා නැහැ කියලා මට හිතෙන්නේ. මීට වඩා සලකනවා නම් හොඳයි කියලා හිතෙනවා. බජට් එක හොඳයි මහත්තයෝ. අලුත් ආණ්ඩුවක්නේ අපිට සහන දුන්නා.
රාජ්‍ය සේවකයෝ වශයෙන් අත්‍තරම අපි ගොඩාක් සන්තෝෂයටපත් වෙනවා. මොකද බොහොම ආර්ථික අපහසුකම්මයි තමයි රාජ්‍ය සේවක සේවය කරේ. මේ ආර්ථිකයෙන් අයවැයෙන් අපිට සහන ලැබීම ගැන අපි අත්‍තරම සන්තෝෂයි. අපි පැත්තම හැම වෙලේම බලන්න නරකයි. රටේ සංවර්ධනය ගැනත් බලන්න ඕන. අපිට සහනක් ලැබෙනවා කියලා වෙලා අපි රටේ සංවර්ධනය.
The All Ceylon Bakery Owners Association says it has reached a decision to reduce the price of a loaf of bread by 6 rupees with effect from midnight today, following concessions granted in line with the 2015 interim budget.
The All Ceylon Bakery Owners Association said the decision to grant concessions expeditiously was due to the reduction in the price of flour. The chairman of the association, N.K. Jayawardena, said that as a result, the price of a 450-gram loaf of bread will be reduced by 6 rupees from 60 to 54 rupees with effect from midnight today. The chairman of the association noted that discussions will also be held on the reduction of the prices of other bakery products in line with the concessions outlined in the budget. He added that a decision will be announced tomorrow.
Minister of Foreign Employment Thalatha Attukurla, speaking at an event held in Kurunegala, stated that Sri Lankan nationals seeking foreign employment should be provided assurances with regard to job security.
මම නම් මේ මැතිවරණයේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා තීරණය කරේ මොකා එක්ක හරි යකා එක්ක හරි එකතු වෙලා මේ පාලන ක්‍රමය වෙනස් කරනවා කියලා.
I decided before this election that I am prepared to change the system no matter who I have to join hands with. We foresaw and sensed the threat of this. It had been mentioned in 3 places about foreign expatriates under the 100-day program.
සඳහන් කරලා තියෙනවා. අනේවාසික ගිණුම් තියෙන අයට ලබා දෙන පොලිය 2.5කින් වැඩි කරනවා.
Today it was only 3% and was increased by another 2% and the total stands at 5%. 3% is where it stands today. As it was increased by 2%, the interest rate currently stands at 5%. They have recommended a pension scheme for immigrants. There won't be a problem if I had lost it after investing on something at the right place. We have to maintain the standard of the people who bring in foreign reserves for the country.
Standard එක ප්‍රමිතිය අපි මේන්ටේන් කරන්න ඕනේ. යවන්නන් වාරේ අරලත් වැඩක් නැහැ. අපි පොඩ්ඩක්වත් යවන ප්‍රමාණයවත් කාන්තාවන් යවන ප්‍රමාණයවත් එහෙම අඩු කරන්නවත් වෙන කිසිම මේක නැහැ. මගේ පැත්තෙන් මම විදේශ සේවා නියුක්ති කාර්යාලය හදලා දෙන්න. ඒක මම කියන්නේ.
The graduates who were appointed to the post of development officers requested the government for a definite duty list.
ඡන්දය ලබා ගැනීම උදෙසා තමයි මේ තනතුර ලබා දීලා තියෙන්නේ. නිසා ඒ ලබා දුන්නු තනතුර
These positions were appointed in order to receive votes. As a result, the positions were not allocated properly. We have raised this before. We have spoken about these development officers and the efforts they have taken. These graduates are vying to render their service to the motherland. These officers have been appointed by the government to distribute seedlings. They have not been given the proper duty list. We will receive it by next week.
මේක අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ලබන සතිය වෙනකොට අපි ලබා ගන්නවා.
මේ ආණ්ඩුව පැමිණලා දින 20යි වෙන්නේ. ඒ 20 තුල මම හිතන්නේ මේ සියලු
It has only been 20 days since the present government had assumed office. It is unfair to expect them to resolve all issues during this brief period. But we continue to hope for solutions. The development officers will receive justice, especially taking into consideration they weren't even recruited during the former government.
And that's a wrap of lunchtime news here at News First. For the News First team, I'm Florin Rajendran, wishing you a wonderful day ahead of you.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.